Hello amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. The presidency, one of the aides to the president, BAYO ONANUGA, was on air yesterday to explain to Nigerians their achievements, which to me wasn't even an achievement. It was, from his explanation, it was a massive failure dressed up like an achievement. In fact, if the Nigerian government gets shame, what BAYO ONANUGA said yesterday in an interview so that they could receive praise from citizens, which of course it is the APC supporters that will give them that praise, he wouldn't have said it if they had one iota of shame in them. Because listening to him speak to Mr. Charles and proudly saying what he said, Kai, they should know that the leaders of other nations will be mocking us heavily and wondering what kind of a nation is this. These are some of the things that makes us being described as a disgraced nation. Yet, these individuals get angry. It's good though that they actually came to explain, because tongues have been wagging. There's been so much reaction on social media space because you did not give in details how the rescue operation went. It is good they are coming, and now we are seeing that the government itself is complicit in a lot of ways towards all these things we are experiencing. I'm going to play a little clip of BAYO ONANUGA's interview, which we are going to rub mine here. I'm just going to give you my own little opinion on this, and then of course allow you to say yours in the comment section. I'm going to play that video. Just watch.
Happened, and the DSS and the military were involved in the rescue efforts. I think they got in contact with the bandits to release those people unarmed, and I think finally on Sunday they were able to get them out unarmed. So they basically know who they are. Well, because when you say rescue them, yeah, did they actually physically go there and get them out? The security people, well, at the risk of revealing how they do their work, they do have a way of tracking these people. Right. So they know what's going on at any point in time. What sometimes restrains them from going after them is the risk of collateral damage. Of course. They go about abducting our people and they use them as shield so that they will not be attacked. So they don't just want to be attacking them. They need to be sure that they are not using our people as a kind of a shield.
But if the government did not attack them in order to rescue these people, how did they get them released? Because I mean, it seems almost
they got in contact with them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it seems almost perverse for the people to abduct people and then a few days later release them.
They have a way of contacting them.
You mean they paid them money?
Not paying them. They know the risk. If they keep those people with them and they're saying release them, they know that the next thing will be for the government to embark on a kinetic action and attack their base.
Yeah, but they killed people.
But that's risky. But that's risky.
That makes
if you attack their base, you can kill those.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, what people are curious to know, because it is not the government who are directly under threat, it's the people. And the people have to know how you go about doing these things in order to shore up their own defense.
I think that's left for the security people to discover. What I know is that they contacted them to release those
and they just acquiesced, did they?
Because they know the consequence of not acquiescing to a government demand, that they should let those people go, so that because they know that the consequence is that the government will come and pummel them. The first thing that government has to do is to get those people freed.
Right.
And government has achieved its objective. As of next level action, it's left for the security people to take. I don't want to second guess them. They know what they have to do. They've taken the precaution to make sure that at least they retrieve those people from there. That's the first thing. So the next line of action is left for that I don't want to be talking about.
to this little clip of, the part of Bayo Onanuga's interview, now you get to understand how guilty the government is when it comes to the security challenges we are facing in this nation. Bayo Onanuga made certain statements. First and foremost, he made the statement that these individuals, they have a system they use to monitor and survey them. Now, which means that they know when these people attack. Mind you, it's not the first person I'm hearing it for. After all, Dawood Alawa said that his phone can monitor these individuals. But there is always one order from somewhere preventing the security force to go after these individuals. Now, he said they can monitor them, which means the government and the security forces, they are aware of the different hideout of these individuals. They are even aware when they are coming to the military base. They know when they hear reports that, okay, certain persons have been kidnapped. They know every nook and cranny of these individuals. Now, the question is, why did they allow them to attack all the military bases that have been attacked so far? Why did they allow them to get to the point where even a brigadier was killed? According to some of the screenshots of the message from the phone of the brigadier that was recently murdered, as alleged, his last conversation was his whereabouts and called for help. His location. Yet, the military could not go there. They didn't go there. You can track these individuals. You allow these terrorists to pick up thousands of Nigerians over the years without doing shingbai. You did nothing. You can track these individuals. You have a way of monitoring them. Families paid ransom. Some Nigerians even contributed to families that played online for help. You have all these technologies put in place. Yet, these people operated freely, entered the military zone, murdered soldiers, left. Everything they did with free hands. Now, Femi, if you are not complicit, Mr. Bayo Onanuga secondly said that they reach out to the terrorists and then demanded that they release the kidnapped victims. And he went further to say they have a way of reaching, if I'm not mistaken, from what he said, they have a way, the forces have a way of, reaching to these guys. In other words, what they are trying to tell us here is that they have their numbers probably, even though he did not mention numbers. Because if you say they reach out to them, what should I use reach out to them? How? Was someone sent there to go and communicate with them beforehand to release these people? To my own understanding, they reach out to them simply means that they communicated them. So it's safe for us to say that these people, this government of Nigeria, they have the numbers of these individuals. You have their numbers. Yet you have allowed them to go on rampage for how long now? You have allowed them to be doing what they are doing since your administration. For how long? Now, if you have a way of reaching out to these individuals, why did you allow them to get to this point? Why did you not finish them up? Even if a previous government has been allowing them, and you cannot tolerate insecurity, the safety of the people is your priority. Why did you continue in that line that the previous administration told? Why did you not finish them? So, it is safe for me to conclude or believe that they clearly know the sponsors. They clearly communicate with these individuals, which of course the individuals have said before. In one of the videos that went viral one time, I remember the terrorist saying, They don't even know what AK-47 is. They don't know gun. They are Fulani cattle rearers. That it is the government that supplied them all this thing. In one of the videos that went viral some time back, he even used God swear. So, which means it is the truth. So, do we now also say that the government at a time when they want to play their politics, maybe there is something they want to achieve, there's a move they want to make, and they need these people, they need this thing to cause some form of instability. They tell them, do this. Is it safe for us to now say so? No wonder they have failed to answer the question asked by the governor of Kebbi State, Mr. Idris. No wonder 45 or 30 minutes to the time of the operation in the Kebbi incident, the military placed there to protect the people were asked to withdraw. No wonder. In fact, the beauty of this interview of BAYO ONANUGA is that it exposed the government of the Tinubu administration the more. It did. If the force of Relay Moore, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and so many other US congressmen get to look at this interview, I'm telling you, they will shake head. Even though the latest report is that the US government, now want to provide, how did they even put it, intelligence and whatsoever to the Nigerian government to fight insecurity. If they take a look at this interview, do you think it will come to their mind to want to still go ahead with this so-called providing of intelligence? After hearing that Nigerian military officers, alongside the police, the security force, contacted terrorists. Why? No wonder terrorists get mind. They thought say they will start to kidnap politicians and soldiers, and the government will not do anything. What the government will do is, of course, to call them. You see my suspicion that some amount of money must have been paid. Because this whole story no add up. You can't call this an achievement. You contacted them. They know that if they fail to do so, how did they even put it again? A serious sanction, whatsoever will be taken against them. For the same people that have been operating for how long? You think is this particular one, now today they don't kidnap? You think is this particular one that is going to scare them? This particular one. What? Make these people get shame small now. Make these people get shame small. If these individuals, they've been busy kidnapping these politicians, I am telling you, more than 50% of Nigerians will not be bothered. Because they will tell you that's the seed they sowed. In the first place, nobody has agreed to mention names. But we sure do know that it's been mentioned that there are people in government carrying out these things. Yet, the government, concern them. I'm telling you, nothing concerned with mentioning names. I am telling you the truth. This government is not ready to fight this thing. And this APC government, now they invent this thing. Now, God knows where and how they went to import these individuals to be using them to play dangerous politics. And here we are today. Here we are today. It has given birth to what we cannot explain. Several children. Waiting the government one day proud of in this thing they just said now. Yeah, they know if they fail to do so. Like the government, the same government that they've been dining with. If you're not dining with them, how can you have their contact? They have a way of reaching out to them. They reach out to them and told them to do this thing. This is complete failure. Dressed up, wrapped up like as an achievement. This can never be an achievement. That a government of a nation is contacting terrorists, reaching out to terrorists. You said you were trying to avoid collateral damage. How about the times that these individuals don't go on rampage? So is the government of Nigeria trying to tell me, and the military trying to tell us citizens, that They cannot take war to the place of these individuals. Is it that they don't have a method where they can take this war to the forefront of these individuals, their hideout? One, eliminate and arrest them. The ones they can arrest, the ones they can eliminate, and still rescue victims. Because if the US Army and other military of other nations, they go rescue even, kidnap victims, their military, where they even hold hostage, save them, and still finish up terrorists. Please, what excuse is the Nigerian government giving? What is now holding the Nigerian government from using the same intelligence? You are talking about collateral damage. Please, have they not been killing victims? Even the ones they carry to their den, have they not been killing some? So you allow them to be committing havoc for so long. You see, I don't know why someone's tweet on airspace is coming to my head. That's shortly after the presidency released a statement about, the release of the Eruku community worshippers, and of course, 51 out of the 200 plus that was adopted in Niger State. And the person was like, okay, this APC, I'm trying to rephrase, this looks more like, okay, the handiwork of the APC, and then, they'll secure the release of these individuals, and just to portray to the US government that, they are working towards fighting insecurity. That whole thing is coming to my head. And when you get to look at this whole thing, we reach out to them. You will get to believe that, okay, what this person said is likely. There's a higher chance that this is what it is. There's a high chance that it could also be it. So why haven't you been reaching out for all the individuals that they have been collecting since? Why did you not also reach out for the brigadier? You are una denial sote ISWAP can't use their hand, can't disgrace us. Disgrace a whole military, a whole nation. Why did they not do so? They've not been using that same method to reach out. They should also ask themselves some questions. Is it the best way to go about things? For each time you reach out. If you don't end APC, there's going to be more problem. Because even if another person take over, they will now want to start creating the same chaos. And then they will use it to cause more havoc. When they want to reach out, they reach out. When they say, remain where you are, don't come out, keep doing what you're doing, the people keep doing. Why? Because there are people in the government sponsoring these individuals. Abemuna, make this thing make sense to me. This explanation, jail. Like, does it look like what a government is supposed to come out to tell citizens? But I'm glad, though, that they're actually coming out to explain. The one they failed to admit to if there was actually any form of payment made. And for you to tell us that, okay, you recovered 51 and we still have more there. It brings to mind that perhaps something like that could have happened. So maybe when they get what to use to secure the other ones, they will now see those ones also secured. We could not get shame now, this government. We could not get shame. You guys should have some level of shame. No wonder fast they call for Nigerians to actually rise up, and start reaching out to the representative of their constituency. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you so much for the immense support. I'm super grateful. God bless you richly. Do enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys in my other videos.